Okay, guys. Hi, it's Romania Black. I'm really sad. I know I don't sound it, but this is the last episode of Given. I. How did we get here? How are we already here? Is what I want to know. Um, I have fallen in love with this show, and I feel like I've fallen face first into this fandom with you all. I don't know how y'all have made it this long after this show aired to wait for the movie to come out. I don't know how y'all did it. I don't know how because I can see why everybody was hyped up about it. Um, just this show has been such a joy to watch. It's been one of those slice of life, just I didn't expect it to go this way when I started. When I saw the poster for it, when this show was selected to be the next one I watch, and I saw the poster, I'm like, oh, it's going to be about a band. It's going to be all this drama, and these bandmates aren't going to get along, and they're going to argue and eventually come together and make a band. Like the stereotypical thoughts that you have. And then from the get go, that's not what this show is. It's just about these four guys, these two pairs of individuals, not only pairs of individuals, but these four individuals. So, like, Sato, Uenayama, Haruki, and Kaji all have their own separate stories and their own separate plot threads. And then at the same time, you have Sato and Uenayama and Kaji and Haruki kind of paired off. You have the two high school kids and the two college kids, and they're each going through their own sets of relationship issues and how they deal with them. And it's such a refreshing show because of how they deal with relationships, like how they portray them, like they're so organic and genuine and natural. And I love that about this show. It's so awesome. And then on top of that, the animation is beautiful, the voice acting is really good, the humor is so on point, and the drama is not melodramatic. It's just dramatic enough to create the tension that it needs to, and then the characters either resolve it and move forward, or it's not resolved and it just becomes part of the ongoing story. But it's not anything that's like a soap opera or anything that's like overblown. It's so well done, and the romance and the story and the music, like it's just all come together and become this beautiful show. Why they chose to do 11 episodes instead of 12, I don't know, but guys, I love it. I have to support it. I mean, honestly. So this is going to be the last episode of Given. I know episodes 9 and 10 have been my favorite from the whole season, and I hope that this episode like creates the trifecta. Like it completes the triangle of goodness that is the end of this season. I mean, I've liked some of the other episodes. Episodes 3 and 5 were my favorite, and 7 was really, really good, and 6 was good, and then, but just, man, 9 and 10 have just been like, just chef's kiss, perfect. So I don't know, guys. It's one of the things whenever I hit the last episode of a season, especially a season like this where it just stops and there's not a second season yet. I always dread it because on the one hand you want to watch it instantly. I'm like, I want to see what happens, but then on the other hand you're like, I don't want it to end. So I don't want this episode to end because that means the season's over. But the good news is that a movie has been out for a while in Japan, and so I'm hoping, my goal is that as soon as I can get my hands on a English subtitle translation version, you know it's going to be on YouTube for like a hot second. I want to get it and react to it. So I'm going to wait till the movie I'm obviously going to react to, even if it's just me talking about it here and posting a link to Vimeo and you guys can watch the reaction there and come back to this. However we have to do it, we're going to do it. But as soon as this episode's over, I am going to go react to the trailer for the movie because I have been very diligent. The trailer came out like when episode 6 dropped, or the movie came out when episode 6 of this, when my reaction to it dropped, and everybody was like, the movie came out, and I was like, I can't go see the trailer now because I haven't seen the rest of the season. So I've waited all this time, but as soon as this episode's over, I am going to go react to the trailer, and it's probably going to be posted tomorrow or the next day. If you're Patreon, you'll get to see it early. But yeah, so oh boy. We ended the episode. Oh man, last episode, lots of things happened. With as far as Kaji and Haruki go, I'm I'm torn because Haruki seems to be developing this relationship with Take, and I love Take. He's so sweet, and Haruki is. If I were to relate to any character on this show, it'd probably be Haruki. I think I would relate most to Haruki. Haruki seems like the most personality-wise like myself, and so that's probably who I would be if I was in this show. I would be Haruki, and so on the one hand, I'm like, Take's a nice guy. Haruki, you could do fine with him, but then on the other hand, it's like you've been in love with Kaji forever, but you don't know about Kaji and his relationship with this other guy or any of that, so it's complicated. And everybody in the comments has been like, welcome to the toxic relationship that is Haruki and Kaji. And I've been avoiding spoilers, but just from a few comments, I'm like, yeah, this is a toxic relationship. And Ugetsu, like, I really am intrigued by Ugetsu. He strikes me as a really interesting character, and a lot of people have been kind of like either really like him or have been like, and I'm kind of like on the fence. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like once I see the movie, since the movie's going to focus on Haruki, Kaji, and Ugetsu, then I'll know what I feel about that. But as far as Sato and Ueniyama go, Sato just gave a confession like, I love you. So it's like, Ueniyama, you love him. We've got to do something with that. So I'm hoping this episode that there at least gets, I hope their relationship gets off the ground. If anything from the season, that's all I want. I want them to start their relationship. And if we don't get anything else until the movie, fine. Also, side note, I'm going to get the manga and read it. Because I realized people have been like, oh, the manga goes beyond the show. And I'm like, oh, well, then we're going to read the manga. So I may, after I catch up with the manga, do like an update video. If they do a season 2 of this, or right around the time that the movie comes out, I want to catch up with the manga and buy it and read it and see what happens in it. So I might do an update video on that because I just love Given and I want to talk about that. So that might be in the works. But guys, thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. Those of you that love this show, I am in the fandom with y'all now. It's official. We're all just Given fans together because this show is amazing. Down below, there are 2 polls. This is the last week to vote for the show that's going to replace Given. It's the last week to vote for it. And then the last episode of Hanako-kun that I'm reacting to is gonna air next Wednesday, and that's when I'm gonna close the poll officially and see who the winner of that poll is. So if you haven't voted down below, please make sure you do. There's also a poll to replace Hanako-kun that's going to be going on for this week and next week, so make sure to vote for that too. But you guys, thank you so much for subscribing and liking this video and commenting every week. You guys have been awesome. I hope you stick around. Whatever show I end up watching next, I hope you come back and watch that with me too, because it's been so much fun to talk to you guys in the comments. I really want to keep that Discord going. So please make sure you guys stick around, because whatever show I end up doing, the other shows are going to stay in the poll, so eventually I'm sure I'll get to them. But hopefully you guys voted for your favorite or wrote in your own, and we'll just go from there. But I've rambled for almost 10 minutes, so because I'm avoiding the end. But here we are. So yeah, we're gonna watch this episode and just see what happens in episode 11 of Given. But thank you guys so much for watching. We are gonna start this bad boy in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So good. So good. Okay. Man. So oh my gosh. So I like that they just start. I wish the sucker in me is like, oh, I want to see like them hold hands or something, but I like that it was, no, we're keeping this nonchalant. And Haruki is very smart in saying that you guys can't just reveal that you're in a relationship, because we're just starting this band off the ground. We're trying to maintain appearances. 1, your fans aren't going to want to know that you're in a relationship, and 2, the fact that it's 2 guys in a relationship, that can throw a wrench into what a lot of people think about that sort of thing in Japan. So but so much being set up, and I really hope that I also watched Demon Slayer. I watched that earlier this year. I finally caught up with it. And I like the idea of them doing, like, Demon Slayer's doing a movie this fall based on part of the manga. Like, they're taking a little mini arc of the manga and making it a movie. And so I'm assuming with Given, that's what they're doing here, is they're taking a mini arc of the manga and making it into a movie, which I'm all for. If it's canon, sure thing. I like that this is setting up, if they do a second season and if they continue with the movie version, talking about Ueniyama and Sato's relationship, it developing more, but it seems like it's going to be more with Haruki and them, and I'm going to react to the trailer and then talk about it then, but oh my gosh. That was a perfect little wrap-up, like showing the little bits and pieces of what everybody else is doing, and them discussing their summer, and Sato's going to keep singing more, and they're going to write a song together, it looks like. Haruki's loneliness is so sad that he's now like wanting to do something about it, and then Kaji being Kaji and Ugetsu. I'm so ready to watch that trailer, guys, and talk about it, because since you guys have told me that the movie's going to be about those three specifically, I'm very curious. So, but you guys, this show is so good. Kind of like Yuri on Ice, I can go back and watch those episodes of Yuri on Ice on repeat because they're just so good, and I have a feeling this is going to be the same type of show. I'm just going to go back and rewatch, especially these last 3 episodes, just rewatch them on repeat because they're so good. The opening with Ueniyama's inner thoughts, I like the narrators, like, he seems calm on the surface. He is anything but. And I love that along with Sato. Sato being the one taking charge in the relationship is really interesting because from what we've seen in the flashbacks of him and Yuki had a very dominating personality. So I felt like Yuki was taking charge and Yuki was like, we're in a relationship, let's do this and this. And he was kind of just leading Sato along with him. And Sato still loved him, but it seemed like Yuki was in charge. And in this relationship, it seems like Sato's the one taking the initiative, even though he's maybe the less emotional of the two. He's the one that's like, no, let's do this. And Uenoyama's like, okay. Because clearly it shows Uenoyama's not really experienced in terms of being in relationships either. So, I want this to keep going. And I want the movie to be with subtitles so I can review it as soon as possible. And I need more Given. I know that's what you all are saying, and what you guys have been saying all along. You're like, just wait till you get through this anime. Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad that we got to watch this because it's one of my favorites now, and I wish more people would watch it because, like, it's just that good. So, oh my gosh, guys, I could just praise this show all day, but we still have a movie trailer to watch. Like I said, I'm gonna watch that next. I'm going to post it tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see that, and I'll talk more about, after I see the trailer and what is potentially it's going to be about, I'll have a little better idea of anything else I want to say to wrap up Given. But, oh my gosh, you guys. If you've not voted below, please vote for a show like Given, because I want to watch more like this. I really do, because it's just so good. So good. Thank you guys so much for coming with me and watching this show with me. I hope you guys stick around and watch the other reactions too. And then come back tomorrow because I'm going to be reacting to the trailer and we're going to talk a little bit more about Given. And then when I do the movie, we're going to react and watch to it too. So, until then, I will see you all very soon with the Given trailer. Until then, stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.